Before we begin, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell for more amazing videos.
Teen girl hears her dog scratching at the door before uncovering the dark reality. Man's best friend doesn't always make the best decisions. Whether the family pooch is barking at her tail for no good reason, or consistently eating so fast that he throws up in the living room, dogs regularly behave very strangely. Which is why an Ohio teen relaxing in her bedroom with her labradoodle puppy wasn't all that surprised when said pooch suddenly sprung off the bed and started acting manic. Little did the flabbergasted teen know her dog was desperately trying to tell her something. 17-year-old Elise Kilmer was enjoying a quaint spring afternoon, eating lunch with her grandmother. Once Elise was full, she needed to lay down and digest next to her new labradoodle puppy, Saige. She was lucky she brought her dog with her. While her grandmother was still plopped at the kitchen table downstairs, Elise enjoyed some well-needed downtime in her upstairs bedroom alongside her furry friend. All was well until Saige began frantically barking and scratching at the bedroom door just 20 minutes later. Elise was shocked, as this was out of character for Saige. She opened the door and let the panicked doggo lead the way down to the kitchen, only to reveal a scene she wished was a mirage. Elise's stomach flipped when she saw that her grandmother, who suffered from dementia, had fallen onto the hard kitchen floor. Something was wrong, and Saige had sensed it from the floor above. "I'm not sure if she heard my grandma fall out of the chair or something, but she definitely knew. They hear things that we don't," Elise told WJW station. Unfortunately, Elise's grandma was unresponsive to her worried calls. While the elderly woman lay flat on her tile, her legs were still intertwined in the chair. Elise nearly turned pale when she saw food and foam leaking from her grandmother's mouth. The kitchen was quickly a terrifying scene. Elise felt like time had slowed down when she further inspected her grandmother, noticing that her hands and face had turned an awful reddish-purple color. She was unresponsive, and Elise knew what she had to do. "I was shocked at first, so I ran over to her and picked her up and laid her down on the floor because she was unconscious, and then grabbed the phone and dialed 911, Elise explained. Though in a state of shock, Elise proved to work efficiently under pressure. As a champion equestrian, Elise had operated with all eyes on her for years. Before the EMTs arrived, she felt she needed to take further action to save her dear grandma's life, as she noticed she was breathing sporadically. And since the teen was also a lifeguard at her local YMCA, she implemented her Heimlich maneuver knowledge to attempt to resuscitate her granny before first responders showed up. As the clock was ticking, Elise's adrenaline level was rising. Medics arrived shortly after and rushed Elise's grandmother to a hospital. Elise was completely shook, but if her spry, golden sidekick weren't in the house with Granny, who knows how long it would have taken Elise to come downstairs. "It was really great because I don't know when I would have come out of my room, and if it would have been too late by then. Saige definitely helped me get down there in time," Elise said of her young labradoodle, clearly crediting her sharp senses. "I guess if no one was home, it would have been a completely different outcome," she calmly stated to WJW. She further discussed how proud she was to have helped save her grandmother's life. Elise's grandma remained in the hospital for 2 nights, and though quite confused, she recovered like a champ. The heroic Ohio teen was so glad to have her grandma back in good health that she was completely blindsided by her community's reaction. The Red Cross of Northeast Ohio honored the sweet girl with a Greater Cleveland Hero Award on March 12, 2020 for her quick rescue efforts. She was a model citizen as well as a model granddaughter. This event honors those who have performed heroic acts of extraordinary courage to become someone's hero, reads the organization's website. The website encourages people to nominate local heroes for said award, such as those who have perhaps saved a child from drowning or performed CPR on a stranger. These are ordinary people who put themselves in harm's way or have even risked their own lives to save another, the statement continued. Elise more than fit the bill. Elise drew praise from huge media outlets such as People and Metro, the American Red Cross, various news stations, and perhaps most importantly from her mother, who said her selfless, valiant efforts were very much synonymous with who she was as an individual. "I'm not really surprised about Elise's abilities because she's always been a mature individual. "We're extremely proud of her," said Elise's mother, Melanie, while speaking to WJW. Melanie seemed to nod her head in a knowing way, as if Elise saves lives on the regular. Knowing that I am capable of saving someone, and I have saved someone, and I can do it again if I needed to, and having that person still in my life with me, I'm very grateful for that, Elise said in a Red Cross video as she fought off tears. The undaunted teen plans to study horse production and management in college. Until then, we're sure she'll be holding Saige closely by her side and her heart. Obviously, Saige wasn't exactly performing the Heimlich maneuver herself, but without that little labradoodle, Elise may not have her grandmother today. Yeah, Saige didn't know what she was protecting Elise's granny from necessarily, but she knew there was danger afoot. This seems to be a common occurrence in the doggo community, as Stephanie Herfel's new puppy, too, sensed a medical peril that nobody else saw. Please share this with your friends and family.